Connected. Channel
Windows
switched.
11 24.2H fix file, and it said it was going to fix it. So once I did that, it worked. As soon as I fired up the Oculus, I got AirLink working, no problem. Flew a couple of games, did a couple of games, no problem. Shut down half an hour ago. I started it up just to double check. It's not working again.
Yeah, I had a major issue with the 24H2. They changed the kernel for Copilot.
But another thing you might try, it's probably a little too late to do it now, is reboot your router.
Service up.
Thanks.
Yeah, I could try that.
I've done also new installation of up to 24H2.
Good morning, good afternoon.
Morning, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim. I had even a freeze with the 24H2 that the whole 11 was frozen.
Yeah. Well, I'll just keep nicking away at it.
Very sorry about that, Denny. Such a pain.
Windows has been a pain since it became, ever since I got off of DOS 6.22, Windows has been a pain in the arse.
Yeah. From my side, with Windows 10, I'm flying at the moment within Windows 10. It works perfect.
Yeah, I got 10 still, although I'm starting to I11.
User joined your channel.
Good day, everyone.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Gerd.
Hi, Gerd.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi, good.
All right. Oh, maximum speed.
Yeah, there's no maximum.
Have you any?
There's no.
In spite of the penalty for the altitude, there is an altitude. You won't start if you go too high.
Yeah, and cloud flying allowed.
Yes, IRL. And this is Elliot stuff.
I don't remember what plane to fly.
I'm not sure either.
Genesis. No.
I just don't think there's any
For
question.
wind loading.
At JS 315, I mean, come on, it's the good old days. I don't think there's any question.
We take Swift. Is it also in real that the 50 meter dominates with the most performance, better than the 80 meter?
Well, the 15 meter on tasks like this, the handicap, basically the extra performance
in
in 18 is
Condor 3. In Condor 3, but in real life?
Well, I'm sorry, in real life it probably be too. It's just the conditions are so strong that you don't need the extra. You're not gonna basically you can only fly so fast with they both have the same V&E, so you might as well get the extra handicap from the 15.
Yep. Standard hill. There is the EB29.
Yeah, I took the EB.
Just a Sunday cruise, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to take something easy and relaxing.
Maybe one took an LS4.
Not yet.
So I don't know if you're trying to talk again, but your microphone's keyed up, but we're not hearing anything.
No, it's Jesper. It's the same problem as last
Oh,
time.
yes, we're kind of. I can't remember which person, what their name was.
Do you say that there's a problem with my microphone again?
Now it's working.
It's working. Hi, Jesper.
Now it is.
Nico's also online.
This looks familiar.
Well, the date on this task is 2022, so we've probably flown this like 100 times by now.
Oh yeah, the starting spot. We've been here at least 2 other times in the past week and a half. The wind blowing this direction and us all going over here to get up to altitude.
Very strong lift, yeah.
Except the other 2 times we went to the left when we started. This time we're going to be going to the right. Okay.
User joined your channel.
Yeah.
User joined your channel.
Over here I have more than 7 meters
User joined
lift.
your channel.
Yeah, maybe VNE race, huh?
Well, that's the Elliott way.
Wheaton is a JS1 15. That has like a top speed of 300 or something.
Yeah, if you extrapolate from 18 to 15.
Yeah.
I wonder whatever happened to Norbert Kiss. Just don't see him.
Already
Hello?
a cloud base. Hello?
Hey, is there any time left on the join?
9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Ah, thank God. Is there any room?
Yep.
Yeah. There's only 29 people hooked up right now. 30 hooked up.
Are you guys in server 1 or what?
One.
Yep. So
Okay. I'm running late, really late.
I see we're continuing the trend of having multiple people with the same names. I don't think I've been on since you've been on, Dave. Hi, new Dave.
Yeah, he's a new guy.
I'm new, old Dave. Remember?
I was thinking we should, actually, I thought about it some more. I was thinking we should call him David and the other guy Dave. But just a suggestion.
Well, for a while, we had 3 Richards. I hit cloud base. I was like, oh, I gotta stop. Oh, no, wait, no, I keep going.
Yeah, you can go through the clouds today.
Right.
Oh, there's no penalty today for clouds?
No penalty.
Yeah, these Sunday tasks tend to be...
Everything's open.
Yeah, like no speed. There's no start speed limit.
Which glider are we using today? Most of you?
JS3.
User joined your channel.
50 meter.
315.
Full ballast.
How much ballast did you say?
Full. Maximum.
And maximum speed.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, folks.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
I hope I'm not forgetting nothing. I got held up at the grocery store, man.
Priorities,
So-
man. You can eat anytime, but Condor, that won't wait.
So Norbert Kitts, after I said that, showed up. Isn't that funny? Gosh.
With the current inflation, you can't wait to buy groceries.
Yeah,
Hi, guys.
you got to do it.
Hey, Martin.
Good day, gentlemen.
Hi, Morten.
Man, I got in.
Hi.
Hi.
Yep, I do.
Hello.
As far as I'm aware, tariffs don't apply to digital purchases, so hopefully we won't have to pay an extra 50% for the AS33 when it comes out. Assuming that actually happens. The tariffs, or the AS33, both.
You mean because it's digital?
Yeah, that's a very vague and not quite well-defined area there as how that applies to things, because they're not technically going through import. And they're not an actual physical product.
So we have 2 Charlie Novembers now, which is okay.
We need more Bruces.
Oh yeah, I don't know if the world's ready for that.
I mean, we've got 2 Mortons. We need more Tims and Johns, and
Yeah.
make it the most confusing group as possible. We got multiple Dennises. multiple Andes or Andreas. Multiple Andreas. Yes.
Today is like Playland. All caught flying with full weight, full performance.
Just remember, those turns close to the ridge, those downwind turns, you guys.
Yeah.
We forget what full ballast is like.
Well, at least with strong thermals, it shouldn't be too big of an issue. That's really bad with weak thermals, especially if you turn, don't quite get it right, and then you fall out of the lift, and you're fully ballasted, and your turns are already slower, wider than you expected, and then smack into the side of the mountain.
We're up to 38 people.
It's the Church of Condor for Sunday morning.
And the church is full. Amen.
Amen.
Don't forget to wipe your wings too before you start.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
I think it was at the low, but
we starting
my wings
lower.
are pretty buggy already.
Yep. What's the best starting point?
I think maybe just the left edge, and then immediately pull up so you can get enough height to catch the thermals in the first ridge.
Yeah, after the corner we have wind from the back.
Was there no starting speed?
Yep, no limit. It says 250. It says 250, but there's no penalty points, so it's not unlimited.
Wing loss.
And cloud flying allowed.
Cloud flying allowed, no wing loading limit, no speed limit on start. Fast task.
It's an Elliott task.
Fluttering is allowed too.
As long as it lasts.
Maybe you could do it at the final, like Rick has done it once, with broken wings, still flying in the final.
You've got to time that one just right.
I remember John tested that one day.
Yeah, you don't really want to try that because you dive so fast. You're not close enough to the line. You're probably actually slowing yourself down because you're flying vertically. Isn't getting you. Is reducing your ground speed, your horizontal speed.
It wasn't intentional, John.
So Denny, are you just flying with a display?
Oh, I'm using the link cable.
Oh, because you can still fly then.
Yeah, but the link cable doesn't power my headset. So I can fly till my headset dies.
I got you.
Amen.
Good.
And there we go.
Well, Denny, we should do this in less than an hour, so once we get started, so hopefully you make it.
I'm thinking I'll be all right.
Well, that was the worst start ever.
Oh, is the start actually
Gate's
open?
not
yet?
open yet.
The gate's not open.
Yeah, but I'm already done.
Oh no, you fluttered.
No, I collided with the mountain.
No.
Yeah, I wasn't finding any lift to get up there to even start, and yeah, I kind of stalled it.
Yeah, full ballast is not so without danger.
You can fly one of the other servers.
Yeah, server
Yep.
3 should be up now.
Yeah, server 3 runs on a 15-minute delay. Why hasn't the start opened up
In
for
the
us?
GUI. Anybody in the GUI?
No, nobody's in the GUI according to the tab menu. But I've seen this before.
Someone's probably loading. You'll probably basically it'll probably be 2 minutes before it kicks whoever it is off. Oh.
Oh, Andy.
Amen.
Is that you, Garrett, behind me? Or with me?
Yeah. I
I thought I heard something.
30 seconds. Good luck, guys.
Good luck,
Yeah.
all.
Don't forget to clean.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
I've been watching Silo. That's what they say in Silo, too.
I couldn't stick with that. I watched like most of season 1, I guess, and couldn't stick with that program.
Me and my wife are really enjoying it. We're about halfway through season 2. It's pretty good.
I liked the first couple of episodes of season 1, and then I don't know. I couldn't get into it.
I think it's like their most popular show on Apple TV right now.
What?
The show called Silo.
Yeah, Silo.
Silo.
I get.
But they are always saying, like, remember to clean.
I remember at school there was a short story called The Machine Stops. A similar kind of idea. But I only watched the first 15 minutes of the first episode, and then I kind of didn't like the aesthetic, so I gave up.
No, good luck, John.
I will turn left, but I gotta turn right to start with.
Great. I'm the only one in this server.
Oh,
This place.
Someone might show up.
Oh my gosh, everyone's going in every direction. And I'm gonna hit the mountain. Dang it.
Sorry, man.
Welcome to the club.
Sorry.
Well, now there'll be 2 people on the other server.
Well, I guess I can switch over.
I actually did figure eights to get up the first time because I knew I was going to smack them out, and if I tried to make a full turn.
My first turn had plenty of clearance. I just didn't adjust for the drift on the second one. How much time is left on the third server?
Let me see. 4 minutes.
Okay.
I'm not doing much better this time either. I can't even get started.
That thermal we all took at the beginning to get up to elevation, that was easy to catch low.
Well, I didn't see where you guys started at.
It's a heavy glider. Very heavy.
Well, at least the third server shouldn't be, that thermal shouldn't be too busy with only 2 people in it.
I think I just found the elevator up.
It's really strong, yeah.
Dave, you somewhere on the East Coast?
I'm in Midwest.
I was just wondering, your ping is slightly lower. I'm in the middle of Kansas. Your ping is slightly lower than mine, so I thought you're further east than me, probably. Because the server is in France. So I figured if your ping's lower, you're a little bit more east. Oh dear, that thermal that everyone caught at the beginning is there. I caught it a little bit higher up. It was starting to die on the server.
Unbelievable strong lift.
Oh yeah, with it set to
close to 8 meters. Even more than 8 meters. 9 meters.
Dag, går livet?
Oh, I thought everybody was going left. I reversed from right to left, and now I see up above me they're going right. God.
Yeah, that's what I did. I started off circling right because that was the only way I could turn. And then everyone else who came in and started going left, and I'm like, okay, so I'll go left. And then
I'm
got
losing
too
a
close.
lot of climb by reversing all the time. It's my second reverse.
Just do figure eight so you can so you're doing both ways. That way everybody can be pissed at you.
I appreciate it, man.
Well, although realistically, yes, if you're below the edge of the slope, the figure eights are the safest way to climb that day anyway.
Yeah. I just wasn't paying good enough attention here.
Det er fordi, jeg har fløjet i Vejle i mine unge dage, og jeg har faktisk fløjet deres LS4 November 9'er.
Man, I didn't break my bug wipers. I accidentally sped about 125 with them out.
Oscar Yankee X-Ray Lima Mike. Fedt. Det er et dejligt fly.
Oops, I just heard someone hit the mountain below me. PGY. Whoops.
Yeah, this full ballast flying is not without.
Ah, this one finally died.
Oh, God. I went into the cloud and went into a spin.
Oh, how fun.
I actually pulled it out, you know, not knowing much what I'm doing. God, that was really... Man, that was rough.
Yeah, it's bad enough. I've done that. It's bad enough with a monitor. I can imagine it's pretty disorienting with a headset.
Yeah, it was really spinning. And then I pulled it out and started spinning the other way. I don't know if that's very common.
I think reversing a spin, if you don't recover right, actually that's definitely a real thing.
I got greedy and went into the cloud. That was probably a mistake. I lost it.
He's extremely good, Mark.
8 meters left again.
Yeah, it is good. I have to restart though to come back to it. I hope it
Yeah, me
stays.
too. I go direct to this point here.
Yeah, I tried to make the other one work. It was not, so.
Nej, nu bor jeg i Vestjylland. Der er ikke så gode muligheder her.
I caught it right away. I did really well. You guys went to the left. I went to the right, and it was over to the right, not to the left.
Yeah, I did it first to the right and second to the left was better.
Maybe a team's task, flying without view.
Oof, I don't know.
Disconnected from your
weird glitch in the wind in this thermal.
Well, Garrett, you think that's a good one, but you don't really know whether it's good down low, do you?
Say again?
Well, you think that's a good thermal you found, but you didn't really check it out down low, right? It might not be very good down low.
No, I go back to restart and tested ridge and found a good point. And
Oh, you've already started.
Second 2 times. Started 2 times.
Ja, det er rigtigt. Vestøst
Now is it almost 5 meters.
Herning er også inden for rækkevidde, men ja. Men der skal også tid til.
It's too bad. I had a really good start.
Well, I'm out of practice with these VNE starts. I'm hitting them way slower than I could.
Yeah, my first start, when I started on the other server, I started a little slow. On this start, I started at like 305. That was a lot better.
Ja, jeg flyver Condor hver dag.
Is the start window all the way up vertical, or is there a height? Because I can't get this to trigger.
No, make sure you're not going to the finish window. The start window is lower. It's 2,500 meters is the height on it.
Når jeg kommer hjem fra arbejde, det passer lige.
The view range to the windows is really short, so you can't see the start window unless you're pretty close to it. So if you see the tall one, you're going toward that's the finish sector.
Du kan jo bare komme med på serveren her hver dag. Den starter klokken 17:30. Den hedder Tchin Tchin. Og der er altid omkring 30 piloter med. Det er sjovt.
Yeah, I'm at 3,000, so I'm probably too high here to see it.
Too low.
Original Dave, if you're on, I'm not doing $1 today. I'm not good at these tasks.
Og du er velkommen.
It's okay, I'm out of it too.
På Teams.
Yeah, I got an ear infection. It's giving me a headache.
Oh, wait, you just got over COVID and now you have an ear infection?
Yeah, I had to go see the doctor yesterday. It was bad. It was like pounding pain.
I haven't had one for a very long time, but man, I remember the last time I had one. It started from nothing to, someone stabbing you in the ear with an ice pick in like an hour.
Exactly. That's exactly. It's like it's come and go the last like 7 days. It's like goes from like, oh, it's going away to like stabbing with an ice pick.
Yeah, that is like the worst thing. And it's funny, I've actually looked it up before. A lot of times, like they don't even antibiotics. They give you antibiotics for them, but apparently the recovery time is basically the same whether you treat them or not most of the time, because unless they know exactly what bacteria is, not all antibiotics work and everything. And
yeah, they gave me some drops, antibiotic steroid drops. They seem to be working so far a little bit.
The steroid drop, if it has steroid stuff in it, that may actually be helping because that reduces inflammation.
As long as I know it's not life-threatening.
Yeah, I remember I was so when I had a courier drop, I was like 180 miles from home when it started. I had to drive all the way back home and went immediately to a immediate care thing. So my ear is killing me. They're like, yeah, here.
Having a VR headset on doesn't help.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, no dollar today.
Du sagde, du er velkommen på Teamspeak. I beskrivelsen af videoen af mine videoer, der ligger der et link til noget, der hedder virtual soaring.eu.
I've been following that YouTube girl, the science girl or whatever. I forget what her name is.
Oh yeah, she had long COVID.
Yeah, can you believe that?
She's
Like
doing
2.5
better now,
years
though.
or something now. Finally starting to do good, but like 2 years of out of it.
Yeah,
Not
I
only
had
out of
seen
it, like comatose, basically.
Yeah. I forget the name of the other thing that she has, but yeah, the
Yeah,
last
pretty
update
sad
she
to
had,
see
she was
that.
talking about that guy in Germany who's now doing
Yeah.
assisted death. Ugh.
Yeah, long COVID is not something you want to get, apparently. I'm so lucky too. I got on my wife's health insurance plan for her work like a couple days before I got this.
Well, if you go to like immediate care, I mean, at least mine did. That generally isn't they don't charge too much for just a quick office check and then go, oh yeah, your infection here, have some eardrops or whatever. But yeah,
I don't
I
get
would probably try to battle it out.
They came back. Why that?
What was that, Andres?
Thank you.
I don't understand Conrad. He's way low. He must have restarted and didn't climb out. He's right at the beginning here at ridgetop height.
You right down there, Richard?
No. I thought I'd try and sort of fly along the ridge and sort of, but it, low. But I get that was a bit too low. It's probably going to crash.
Yeah, I think the big thing that really screws up the ridges now, I think what I decided is, besides the influence of the wind from the thermals, that way affects you when you're right there at the thermal. It's the sink that's around the thermals kills the lift on the ridges. So basically, the ridge lift that you would otherwise have is basically negated by the sink around the thermals.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah,
I thought I'd sort of try and mosey along and try and sort of gain a little bit of lift here and there, but it really didn't sort of work that well.
The problem is when you have these strong thermals, the amount of sink is greater everywhere else, so the ridges just don't work.
I think I got some cross fingers. Very low.
I went to the right of the blue line. It's not that great. Which way most people go on your server? Left or you got basically blue line or the left of it, or to the right of the blue line?
I think most are going to the left on the first, so on the way to the first turn point.
Yeah, I think that would. I ended up going right, and then I think the left probably looks like it would have been better.
Left seems to be working well.
Boy, this is dangerous. I can just get above the ridge. Okay, I'm above the ridge. Back in business.
Oh, darn it. I stopped the circle for a minute and forgot the white wings.
Thank you.
Visa. I was like, what is this mountain here?
Finally
Bruce,
got
you
some
closed
wind.
on me in a hurry.
Yeah. paint job, Mark.
Gonna say the same.
You guys aren't doing it right if you can see each other's paint jobs. You should be in the cloud where you can't see anything.
I already did a spin in a cloud today. I think I've had enough. I think I've got a huge deadband on my rudder, so when it was time to try to pull out of that spin, I think I was at a bit of a disadvantage. I don't know if I have full travel or not.
There's turn point 1.
Congrats.
But
I think we're doing pretty good, Mark.
I've been doing good since you caught me, but not before that.
Well, we've both been doing good because we just caught up with everybody. I went back for a restart. So did you, and here we are. Here's everybody. So we're not doing too bad.
Not everybody.
Oh,
Yeah, Dave's still somewhere out there.
There's a whole bunch of us up here.
Dave. I mean, I just have low expectations on a task like this anyhow. I don't expect to win, so easily fly and enjoy the sights.
Yeah, it's just a fun day Sunday.
Who's in the server here with me?
It's me, John.
John, okay.
I lost all my sort of maps and artificial horizon and everything when I was in the cloud. That soon put me into a spin.
Yeah, I lost also my Cortázar in the cloud.
Yeah, I had the same thing. I was in the cloud and the Cortázar disappeared, so I had no artificial horizon.
Yeah, Cortázar gone and Como map gone.
Yeah, everything.
Huh.
That's strange.
And I pushed my stick to the front as I can and no speed. So I was very confused.
You know, I wonder if that could be that weird glitch for this, like the Vario glitches, and when you're climbing up really high, sometimes in clouds. I wonder if that could be what's making it crash like that. Maybe the data on a UDP stream is corrupt or something, and it makes the program crash.
Yeah, it could.
I don't know how you got all that altitude on me, Mark. Man, I just lost it.
Totally different with so much water.
everyone's so quiet.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I was taking a nap. What was going on? What?
Well, if anybody's interested, I just spent the day installing Linux Mint on an old 2012 MacBook Pro. It's like a new machine.
That's cool.
I put in a 1 terabyte SSD and I'm going to change the battery, and it's like with the old Mac operating system, it wouldn't do anything. You know, the Chrome wouldn't install because it was too old, the operating system.
Well, the Mac OS is basically Linux, sort of, remotely.
It's an old BSD variant.
Yeah. Yeah. With BSD with a whole bunch of proprietary stuff piled on top of it, and
yeah, it really hasn't. You can't even really. It diverged so long ago.
Yeah.
The tricky part was to get the Wi-Fi to work.
That's getting Wi-Fi or printers to work with Linux has always been the issue.
Yeah, but it's working fine now.
It's funny, the first time I did Linux was 1995.
Yeah.
I remember putting it on floppy disks and compiling X Windows and all that. Like I somehow thought that 30 years later we would not be dealing with the same crap.
Oh, I used to. My mom had little tiny little mini PC things, and we had Linux installed on it. And at some point, I just said, "This is just, I'm going insane." Having every time they'd we're using Ubuntu, and it's like they kept on breaking things, and then like we had the scaling turned down like 125% or something, so that it was easier to read the screen from across the room. Well, at some point they changed it so that it literally just basically ran it at a lower resolution, so you couldn't. It was literally just running at like a lower resolution and then scaling it up instead of actually running the full resolution and scaling things like how Windows does it. And it's like they kept on changing things and breaking things, and I got tired of having to go into like export stuff config and stuff to fiddle with things. Like, come on. I know it's not always that bad, but on some systems it's like, oh man. And it may have been partially because it was using the Intel integrated graphics stuff, and maybe that just didn't have the greatest Linux support or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, I remember I was in the States and sometime in my youth, and I bought a book called Linux or something. Linux, what the hell was it? It was a massive book anyway, and stuck in the back cover was Linux on a, I don't know if they had CDs then, it was probably on a floppy disk. It was the original. That was like before Windows, before DOS.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is just it's hardware support. If you got hardware that has good support for Linux on it, then you're probably gonna be fine. But if you got even vaguely dodgy hardware support, and it's like,
it seems to be pretty good now.
What kind of video card does it have? Is it
Sorry, say again?
What kind of video card does it have in it? Does it have like a NVIDIA chip?
Yeah, and some video, yeah.
Yeah, they have relatively decent Linux drivers, so that probably helps a lot. And I don't know, Intel may have gotten better, but at that point, yeah, the Linux drivers for that Intel chips that we had they were not that great, and if things are updated, it would break things, and so, yeah.
No, it seems to be perfectly fine, and it works, great. The only thing was the Wi-Fi thing, and I think that was an Apple thing. But actually, in the end, it was only a few sort of lines in the bash shell to fix it.
Of course, the fact that you have to do that.
Yeah.
It's like, really?
I'm not awfully sure what it was. I just sort of copied it off some kind of. I forget where I got it from actually. But it worked. I mean, it's just like a new machine. It's fantastic, man.
Then there's the whole open source problem with. Not all open source teams are like this, but there is nothing worse than it's open source. Just fix it yourself. Yeah. It's like, sure, okay.
Yeah.
Was anybody into the old Computer Bits magazines and a VIC-20 like me, where we typed in games manually?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think I ever typed in a game. I remember typing in games from Compute Magazine. I remember on my Amiga, there was a full fractal terrain generator that was written in Amiga Basic. That was, I think it was in Compute Magazine.
I used to love getting the new magazine every month. That was just the best times ever.
Yeah, for me, it was
literally
Byte magazine for my Apple II.
Byte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Byte, yeah. CompuServe was great.
I like those games better than the games now, actually, except for Condor. Remember when you could go into a computer shop and like buy and sell your floppy disks and stuff? It's like back in the day.
Yeah, hundreds.
I remember going into Electronics Boutique stuff, and I remember Electronics Boutique, you could return games. Oh, that was cool. We actually did that a lot. We'd buy a game and go, "Oh, this is complete garbage." You return it.
Yeah.
I never even, basically with that kind of policy they had, I never even thought about trying to pirating a game like that, because I was like, yeah, you make a good game, we enjoy it, yeah, we keep it. But if it's complete crap or it doesn't run right on our computer, yeah, return it. No questions asked. I mean, technically, Steam at least does have that now, where they're pretty good about letting you return a game within a certain amount of time, although some of the really nasty developers make it so like it's almost impossible to actually get a feel for the game within the return window. It's like they intentionally drag it out so that you are past the return window before you find out that the game is terrible.
Yeah, they sure ruined it, didn't they?
Of course, I mean, on the other hand, piracy was so rampant on the old systems. I mean, back then, like on the 64 and stuff, there were so many people that had pirated games and stuff. I do wonder how much, like nowadays, a lot of times, it's like the people who don't buy the games, they probably wouldn't have even bought them because they can't afford them anyway, so they're not really actually losing any sales. But back then, I don't know. I would love to. Be interesting to see, basically, how many sales were lost from piracy. 2.2 or 3 or whatever. Next last one.
How far are you from the first task point there, John?
I'm 46.4 from the finish.
Oh, shit.
I'm on the last leg.
Yeah, 4-5.
And it's friendly, you have lift.
Ja, det går okay. Nærmer mig sidste vendepunkt.
Battery doing, Danny?
I'm doing all right. Not going fast, but I'm doing okay.
The battery. He was asking how your battery's doing.
So far, the battery's doing okay.
Does that have a display on a heads-up display showing your battery state?
Slow.
It doesn't actually show it when you're in the headset, so I was curious.
I would do it, but I don't bother having it on there.
First guy's already in final. Was extremely fast. Is WRU.
Yeah, he's already done.
Yep.
Well, people have already finished things, sir?
I have 3 kilometers left. Maybe the second.
And your speed?
Rocket race. Done.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats. What was speed? It was
Below 200, 199.7. And WRU had 215.
Whoa.
215. Wow.
Whoa,
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
That might hold up.
My average speed is 300. Maybe not.
Yeah, there are some faster guys. I know I is also with 205.
Jeg kan ikke se placeringen før vi er færdige. Serveren er sat op til, at der ikke er nogen klassifikation.
Yeah, I know I is faster, 206. And then CRA. And Nico is very low.
XU Store is estimating my task speed will be 186.
Mark, I just don't know how, you just stay higher than me. It's amazing.
Last time I looked back, you were higher than I was.
I stopped and circled in the cloud. You kept going at ridge level. And I don't go very far. I see you up ahead, you're at my altitude. It's like, and you've been getting higher than me.
I don't know. I've seen us trade places like that a couple times this flight.
Oh, geez, I got on the wrong side of this ridge.
So different to flying with full ballast.
Ja, jeg er på final flight. Mangler 120 meter.
Failure.
Nej, det gør jeg ikke. Men det er formentlig alpinak.
Keep the wings on. Losing your wings doesn't help the speed like we were discussing earlier. Oh, it is nice when you're climbing at several, like 5 meters per second at V&E.
Yep. Unusual.
Tim, you're finally starting to come down to our altitude.
Yeah.
Come on, Rich, make it in.
How did that happen?
So low.
I'll give Tim a second. I see him shooting up.
Oh, so close, so close.
Oh, there is no minimum, is there?
Tim was in that cloud too, and he went way up into the cloud.
I had no luck in the cloud. I tried also to go higher, but I lost time.
Original Dave, you said so close. What happened? You lose by a couple seconds?
I misspoke. There's a lot of gliders down here in the LZ. Lots of crashes.
Går jo et Thrustmaster TM.
Bruce, keep that speed on. You're doing good.
16.000.
Okay, thanks.
Det er billigt, men rigtig godt joystick. Og så et...
Appreciate that, Dave, thanks.
Nvidia 2070.
Yeah, I figured you had to be, because you closed a lot on me on the start right away, and I've been closing on people ahead of me.
You just keep doing your magic. I'll watch you. I caught you, but then, you just were higher and further.
I suspect at the finish line you'll have a higher speed.
I'm not as high as you are right now.
Yeah, but this ridge is bonkers. You will be.
That last stretch was really scary because my airspeed was fluctuating so much. I thought I was going to get fluttered.
Yeah, I had autopilot on, and it accelerated me. I had to quick take autopilot off and pull up.
195.5.
There's Tim.
Good speed, Bruce.
This is just so Elliot.
Yeah, don't mess it up, Bruce.
Okay.
5.
Thanks, Tim.
You're going to thrash my ass, Bruce.
Yeah, on the first place, maybe. 5th place. 4th place. Go, go, go.
If you do rip your wings off, does it not count as a crash until you hit the ground?
Right. If you finish first, it doesn't matter. Yeah, basically everything's.
No, I'm talking rip your wings off, cross the line, then hit the ground.
Yeah, that's right. Look, yeah, if you finish without wings, you're fine. It doesn't count as a crash until you actually hit the ground.
That's what I was going for. Thank you.
Yeah, but then once you finish, even penalties, like you can go fly. If you can violate airspaces and everything all you want after you finish, it doesn't count.
Yeah, I knew after you crossed the line you were fine, but I wasn't sure about if it counted as a crash the minute you ripped the wings off.
No. You do lose control. It's like if you're in a collision too.
Congrats.
Congrats,
you.
Tim.
Awesome.
Congrats. Almost forgot my gear.
Nej, det gør jeg stort set ikke.
Congrats, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You got me, Mark.
So it was $1, right? Oh, 6 seconds. Nice.
Bruce has a good time.
You had one original Dave where you beat me by 4 seconds, and it was for $1. So.
Maybe on the 4th place, Bruce. Can you bring this in?
You got me by what, 5 seconds this time?
Ja,
Seven.
det har jeg. Og jeg har også været med til at
Seven.
lave det. Men vi har
I
ikke
never
fået,
saw you the whole flight though, so
vi har ikke fået det opdateret
7 seconds. Wow.
til Condor3
What's the
endnu.
top speed in your server?
Men du kan...
215.9.
215, but second place is down to 207.
Yeah,
There's a
DGT did
huge
it.
gap between
konvertere
first
det
and second.
med Condor
DGT
Updater,
did it 212.61.
Wow.
så det fungerer i Condor 3. Jeg har bygget klubhuset i Hammer.
I may be
og
outlanding here.
So much crashes here. What's going on?
I got myself down in a valley and I'm struggling to get back up.
I suppose.
Congrats, Bruce. 5th place.
Congrats, Bruce.
Congrats.
Nice done,
Congrats.
mate.
Congrats, Bruce.
Thanks, man.
5th.
Every once in a while.
You beat us all.
I didn't exactly fly this slow. I don't know how someone gets 4 minutes faster. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of ridge flying and don't stop in the clouds.
Yeah, ridge flying and
low.
know exactly what your tolerances are.
He flying very low and fast with Paul. I've flown with him and Nico. 3 together, and at the end he speed up and flying very low.
Nej, desværre
I think
går
he
det
know that the last valley has lift.
Jeg har
Otherwise he
lidt-
will
lidt
be
arbejde,
too
jeg
low.
skal have lavet.
Oh, but look how Conrad's coming, and he's got really good speed.
Men kig,
Conrad's got
He's
well.
over 200.
17.30.
Yeah, also interesting. Yeah.
He's got 40k to run. He could get third
Yep.
place, I think.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Ah, jeez. Crazy.
What
Crazy
sucks
landing.
about landing early is you see everybody beat you. Sucks.
No, not really. Was a nice
Conrad-
flight and no stocks. No
He
parking
started-
tickets.
He started, and he didn't
Danny.
take a thermal.
Without
Conrad just,
thermal.
Conrad just went along the ridge after the start. He was like a little below ridge top below me. I had climbed out and he had started, and last time I saw him, he was a little below the ridge top there at the start, going along the blue line.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was 2 or 3 gaps with what was danger that you have enough height to
Oh.
pass over.
Oh, that was close, Bruce.
I saw it.
I almost
Oh,
snuck
man,
your
yeah.
wing.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a steep airport.
Well, thanks for a nice Sunday race, and see you guys tomorrow.
See you,
See you,
Tim.
Tim.
See you,
Thank
Tim.
Yep. Cheers.
You can.
Yeah.
See you, Tim. Take care, mate.
See you, Tim.
You
It's gonna be right between Garrett and Norbert. Looking at my speed.
Yeah, wish you all a nice day or evening, and see you in a few days.
See you, Gregor.
Cheers.
See you, Greg.
Gregor.
Hey, Gerd.
Take care.
User disconnected from your channel.
Og Gårdliv, du kan jo komme ind på, Teamspeak-kanalen og snakke med os der. Der er selvfølgelig mange udlændinge med dem. Der er også nogle danskere. Det viser jeg dig lige. Du går ind på virtualsoaring.eu og trykker på Teamspeak. Henter Teamspeak-programmet, og så ligger det hele her. Adressen og passwordet. Det var så lidt gårdliv, og håber at se dig i morgen eller en anden dag på Tchin Tchin 17:30. Tak for nu.